this is something else.
It's awesome. It's amazing. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
Misty Raney from Homestead Rescue is that strong and fearless woman who always shows up on our screens, determined to help families survive off the grid. But behind that authoritarian personality shown on the screen is a very real woman who has faced heartbreak and tragedy of her own. Lately, rumors about her stepping away from the show have been circulating, and there have also been whispers about her personal life. This video will uncover the truth about Misty Raney's life and reveal what's happening beyond the cameras. Watch this video to the end, and you'll be shocked by the tragedy Misty Raney has faced all this time. Who is Misty Raney? When you first see Misty Raney on Homestead Rescue, you'll first notice how hard-working she is. When helping families live off the grid, she's not afraid to roll up her sleeves and get the work. That hard-working spirit comes from a life shaped in one of the most demanding environments in America, the rugged wilds of Alaska. Misty Raney was born into the adventurous Raney family on the 9th of November 1979 in Sitka, Alaska, United States. Her parents, Marty Raney and Molly, raised her and her siblings far from the noise of city life. Misty's father, Marty Raney, is widely respected for his survival skills, and it's no surprise that he passed those values on to all his children. Misty grew up alongside her siblings, Matt and Miles, learning to build, farm, hunt, and protect her family's homestead. While many children in suburban neighborhoods were learning how to drive bikes, Misty was helping haul water, butcher meat, and ensure her family had what they needed to make it through the season. She learned these survival skills earlier in life because of the challenges associated with the terrain and climate of Alaska. Living away from civilization meant they had to provide for their basic needs. They took from their immediate environment everything they needed for their daily life: food, drinking water, meat, and shelter. And during the harsh winter weather, they had to preserve food carefully. This has been the lifestyle of the Raneys for years now. Misty grew up alongside her siblings, learning the Alaska stone and log family building business, which uses natural materials from the ground. She is also skilled in farming, hunting, and several other fields, which proved helpful in her journey to fame. Now an adult, Misty Raney is a farmer, builder, hunter, and surfer. She became one of the main stars of the reality series Homestead Rescue. The series features the lives of some members of the Raney family as they help other families who are struggling to settle on a farm, especially in difficult locations. The Raneys, having lived and survived in the desert for most of their lives, are well equipped for this task. Misty's father, Marty Raney, is the show's star and is widely known as a survival expert. He had previously presented another reality show, Ultimate Survival Alaska. Misty Raney has an older sister named Melanie and two brothers named Miles and Matthew Matt Raney. Her brother Matt is the most famous of her three siblings, a Homestead Rescue regular like her. All Raney children are expert hunters, but Matt Raney surpasses them all. He is a mountain guide and builder on the family's hit show. He is also good at agriculture and animal husbandry. Matt Raney has a wife named Katie and a child together. The other Raney children are also successful in their fields, even though they are not featured on Homestead Rescue. Melanie Raney runs a canoe and canoe adventure company, Chugach Adventures, in Alaska. His brother Miles Raney is a mountain biker and adventurer. Misty Raney is married to a man named Micaiah Bilodeau, a carpenter and surfer who shares her love for the outdoors. Although details regarding their wedding ceremony are not readily available, their wedding took place in March 7, 2000, and they have remained inseparable ever since. The couple welcomed their first child, a son named Gage, in April 2011. The lovely couple built an 800-square-foot cabin near the Raney family residence in Hatcher Pass, Alaska. Additionally, they own a beautiful property in Hawaii. They traveled to Hawaii for the winter after spending the summer in Alaska. Even though they have been married for a long time, Misty rarely talks about her personal life in public. On social media, she only posts small bits about her family life. When Homestead Rescue premiered in 2016, Misty became a prominent figure in the series and has been a regular cast member for all 13 seasons. Her specialty was farming and food security, which means she helps families figure out how to grow food, protect it, and preserve it in environments where nature often works against them. Misty was the one teaching people how to use every bit of space for gardens, how to raise livestock, and how to make sure their hard work didn't go to waste. Fans loved Misty because she wasn't just a builder or a farmer. She was someone who cared deeply about the people she was helping. When she worked with struggling families, you could see her empathy. As the seasons of Homestead Rescue continued, Misty became not just a fan favorite, but also a symbol of strength. But like many people who appear strong on the outside, she carried her own struggles and heartbreaks that most viewers never fully saw. The personal struggles of Misty Raney. When people watch Misty Raney on Homestead Rescue, they often see her as a strong woman. She's the woman who shows up with a smile, takes on tough jobs, and motivates families who are ready to give up. But strength doesn't mean she hasn't struggled. Like many of us, Misty has faced personal battles that aren't always visible on screen. These struggles remind us that no matter how confident or tough someone looks, they are human. One of Misty's most openly discussed struggles has been with her body image and weight. Growing up in Alaska, Misty lived a lifestyle of hard work, survival, and family. Out there in the wilderness, how you looked didn't matter as much as what you could do. But when you become a public figure, things change. Suddenly, people aren't just noticing your skills, they're commenting on your appearance. If you've been following the show closely, you may have noticed a change in Misty's appearance from Season 1 through Season 3. Considering this, some fans expressed concern about her weight gain, which raised questions, especially given her family's history of health issues. Rumors also suggested that Misty might be dealing with occasional stress eating. Some also thought that Misty was pregnant. However, Misty has her own take on the matter. She insisted that a transformation is just part of the homesteading process. She further explained that it's normal for people who live off the land to put on a few pounds, as they work hard and need fuel. While she admitted that she couldn't pinpoint the exact reason for the weight gain, she noted that she had more energy than usual during filming. She even playfully joked about pregnancy, leading to speculation that turned out to be false. For Misty, those comments sometimes hit hard. She has shared how her weight has decreased over the years. Like many women, she has had moments when she felt insecure about how she looked. The difference is that her insecurities were magnified by being on television, where thousands of viewers can make snap judgments about your body. Social media, while full of supportive fans, has also brought her criticism from people who feel free to say harsh things. But Misty has faced that criticism head-on. Instead of letting it break her, she has spoken openly about her body image struggles. She's admitted that it hasn't always been easy to deal with, but she's also shown fans that she doesn't let those struggles define her. She reminds people that numbers don't measure her worth on a scale. Her work measures it, the families she helps, and the love she gives her own family. However, the pressure of being in the public eye has been more than just about body image. Misty has also felt the weight of balancing her personal life with the demands of reality television. Filming a show like Homestead Rescue isn't simple. It means long days, hard work under challenging environments, and time spent away from her husband and son. Separation can be strict for a woman who treasures family so profoundly. At times, Misty has admitted that the schedule wears her out. She has to juggle being a mother and wife with being a public figure. For many working moms, this is a relatable struggle. But again, her situation comes with the added challenge of doing it all while the cameras are rolling and the world is watching. The pressure to keep going, to always be strong, and to never show weakness is something that Misty has had to fight through more than once. Another struggle that Misty has faced is tied to the lifestyle she grew up in. Living off the land and in remote places can be deeply rewarding, but it comes with constant challenges. Even as an adult, Misty has dealt with the hardships of homesteading life. Harsh winters, unpredictable weather, and the never-ending work of maintaining a self-sufficient lifestyle take a toll. It's physically demanding and emotionally draining. There are no breaks when you live that way, and Misty has carried that weight for most of her life. Despite those struggles, she hasn't hidden them. You can sometimes see glimpses of her exhaustion or frustration on the show, but those moments only make her more relatable. She doesn't pretend that life off the grid is glamorous or easy. She shows that living there takes sacrifice, hard labor, and sometimes a heavy emotional cost. Misty has shown something powerful through all of these struggles: the constant body shaming on her person, the pressure of fame, and the difficulties of homesteading. She has shown vulnerability, and that vulnerability makes her more inspiring than her strength ever could. Fans connect with her not just because she's tough, but because she's real. She doesn't hide her flaws or pretend her life is perfect. She admits that she struggles, and in doing so, she permits others to be honest about their own struggles too. There's something deeply human about watching someone you admire show that they're not invincible. Misty may be strong, but she's also someone who cries, who hurts, and who questions herself sometimes. And yet, she always gets back up. She always keeps going. That's the part of her story that resonates the most. Her personal struggles haven't just shaped her life. They've shaped the way she helps others. On Homestead Rescue, when Misty talks to families who feel like giving up, she isn't just speaking from experience as a builder or a farmer. She's speaking as someone who knows what it feels like to be discouraged, to feel inadequate, or to wonder if you can keep going. That empathy is what makes her guidance so powerful. She isn't preaching from above. She's meeting people right where they are, with compassion and understanding. When you study Misty's journey closely, you'll agree that struggle is part of life, no matter who you are. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's something that shapes you, teaches you, and makes you stronger. Her willingness to be open about her challenges has not only helped her heal, but has also helped countless fans who see a part of themselves in her journey. In many ways, Misty's struggles are what make her so relatable. We all have our battles, we all have insecurities, and we all face losses that break our hearts. However, what truly matters is how we handle them. And Misty shows us that even when faced with struggles and tragedy in life, you should get back up, keep fighting, and keep moving forward. The good news now is that Misty is alive and well. She's taken steps to lead a healthier lifestyle and has successfully shed the extra weight she gained. Despite the changes in her appearance, her fans continue to see Misty Raney as beautiful and alluring as she was on her first day she got on the show. Homestead Rescue.
I think this homestead has a big problem. What are you thinking?
I just really hope that y'all can help us.
Homestead Rescue is a popular reality show aired by the Discovery Channel. The show first aired in 2016 with the episode entitled Abandoned and Alone, and since then it has run a total of 13 episodes. But what is the concept of Homestead Rescue? Idyllic in nature, living a scaled-down, simpler, off-the-grid life has gained popularity in recent years. Families across America, sometimes even beyond, love the idea of leaving behind the noise of the city and the constant pull of modern distractions. They want freedom and self-reliance, just like the kind of life their great-grandparents might have lived. But living in remote locations is more than just having freedom. You'll be exposed to extreme conditions and threats. However, many families that want to live off the grid lack the skills, experience, or knowledge to grow food, find water, harness power, or deal with the threat of predators. That's where Homestead Rescue comes into the picture. In Homestead Rescue, craftsman and survival expert Misty Raney, joined by daughter Misty, a farmer, and son Matt, a hunter and fisherman, attempts to teach these families the essential skills to survive and thrive in the wilderness. Misty Raney, the father, is the backbone, as he has decades of experience living off-grid in Alaska, and that wisdom is priceless to people just starting. Matt, the eldest of the family, is a hunter and builder who brings his all-around fixing and survival skills to the table. And how about Misty? Well, Misty is the one who takes the overwhelming and turns it into the doable. While Marty and Matt might be busy building shelters or setting up systems, Misty is teaching families how to grow food that lasts, protect it, and make their land truly sustainable. Aside from helping in rebuilding homes the proper way, the Raney family also assists in other tasks. The beauty of the show lies in surviving and thriving in odd conditions. You see families trying to live off the land, fighting the odds of nature, and maybe even getting in over their heads. These people arrive on the screen exhausted, frustrated, and sometimes ready to quit and return to civilized life because their homestead looks dilapidated and no longer safe. Their pantries are empty, their gardens dry, their houses have leaky roofs, and you can see the desperation in their eyes. And then you see the Raney's family comes into the picture to save the day and rescue their homestead. When the Discovery Channel first pitched the show to Marty, he discussed the TV offer with Matt and Misty, and they all agreed that it had to be as authentic as possible. Most reality TV viewers already knew there is a thin line between entertainment and reality, which TV producers try to skirt. Viewers could now easily spot scripted TV series, and the Discovery Channel and Raw Productions planned to do something different. So when the Raney family insisted that they would only agree to the deal if the show was an actual reality and would be produced with minimal scripting, they agreed. Everything was done organically, and the initial meeting they had with all the people they helped on the show was when they first entered the driveways of their homes. The Raney family would stay with the chosen homesteader for 10 days to fix their problems to the best of their abilities. But as we all know, it would be unbelievable to expect that they resolved all possible predicaments those homesteaders had, as was shown. They tackle projects that will actually help them for that period. They knew that building the host a new house was out of the